Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine. Streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Well, just like that, it's Hy-Vee Today. Welcome in. Tony Tone here on the 2nd of August. Holy moly, August is rocking and rolling. We had the longest January, the longest February, and then it's just kind of like gone like this. And we are officially, 21 days away from school starting. Sorry, kids, but parents everywhere are raising the proverbial roof, if you'll have it. As I was walking back just a few minutes ago to do the show, I had a lady that I know stopped me, and she just looked me straight in the eyes, and she said, "How is Pickles?" So this hamster in my house is a celebrity. People have a lot of questions. They're concerned about Pickles. Let the record state he's fine. Last seen asleep in his race car hamster cage because he is nocturnal. He was running ferociously on his hamster wheel last night. There he is, the culprit who escaped his home a few short weeks ago, showed up in the Discover Muscatine newspaper. The tales of Pickles has been heard far and wide. Maybe we'll have to do a follow-up on Pickles. Look at those little hamster feet. I don't know, legs, I don't know. I don't hold him a lot. He tried to bite me the other day, and I was like, bro. I was like this. I'm like, you understand that I am like 1,000 times bigger than you are? He's like trying to, the little teeth. I'm like, look at that. Put him up, Pickles. I'm going to have to box a hamster. Is that what's going to happen? I had somebody else ask me if we'd considered getting a leash to take the hamster. No, 100% no. He's got a hamster ball, so that's how he's going to get around. So we're glad to be with you. The weekend is here in the store. A couple things I'm going to mention. Just one thing I'll mention for the store, and then a couple things community-wide. Today and tomorrow, with every $50 you spend, you'll get 25 cents off on your fuel saver. So if you're traveling and you don't want to pay full price at the pump, it's great, and we do the math for you. Chad, what I love, if you can see on that, is the MyPillow guy made it. So if you need a pillow, the dude has a sweet stash right there. I noticed that the other day, and I was like, we got some Clorox wipes, some ground beef, some Coffee Mate, the MyPillow guy, Smuckers, wait a minute, broccoli. Look at that stash. I mean, that dude has made a killing with those pillows, and I have 2 of them in my house that were gifted to me, and I like them. And we have them in the store. Should you need it, it would go towards that $50 to get you 25 cents off. I want to mention this tomorrow because we talked about it yesterday with Lieutenant Greg Bach with the Salvation Army and the United Way teaming up tomorrow with Rebuilding Together Muscatine County. Oddly enough, I did see Frank Iliff in the store. This is flood cleanup starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow. If you're able to help out, meet at the railroad tracks at River Road. They're going to carpool and go to some homes that need some help. Salvation Army is feeding everybody that's volunteering. Rebuilding Together is going to be there, but this is really United Way of Muscatine, pooling some resources, leaning on some fellow partners in the community to make this happen. Shout out to Shane Orr, Nicole Sorgenfry with the United Way, and I hope that you'll consider getting involved with that. And last but not least, on Sunday, if you're looking for a nice evening out from 6 to 8 p.m., if I'm not mistaken, at the Merrill Hotel, downtown Muscatine, Jeff Barnhart will be tickling the ivory, playing the piano if you'll have it. The very talented, world-renowned Jeff Barnhart back in town. Tickets are $20. It's the biggest fundraiser for the Muscatine County Arts Council, and you can get tickets at the door or at Flowers on the Avenue. Jeff Barnhart always is in town in January for Eagles and Ivory, but this is a guy that loves Muscatine, wanted to come back, so we're happy to have him this Sunday again at the Merrill, which is a wonderful place in downtown Muscatine. You know, it's funny because my dad, John, is a retired Chicago police officer. So I grew up literally surrounded by police officers. When I lived in Elmwood Park, Illinois, from the time I was born until the age of 12, the chief of the Elmwood Park Police Department lived on our corner. So I've always been around police officers. I don't get nervous or feel weird when I see police officers in uniform. But as we've been sitting here waiting to start the show, West Liberty Police Chief and our friend, Kerry Kinmuth, my coworkers are walking by going, "Oh, Tony, what'd you do? You okay?" And it's like, yeah, you're just a good guy, Chief.
Shady Tony, right? It's a Shady Tony. Shady Tone.
Shade Tone, yes. I got nothing to hide. Listen, we're friends, but it is, and I know that you're not here to talk about this, but you're in uniform. You walk into a place like this.
The first thing I hear is, I didn't do it.
Right.
Or all the.
Does that annoy you, or like?
it's get original. Be a little more original.
Be a little bit more original.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The I didn't do it thing that gets older. What we really do dislike is when somebody tells their child he's going to get you if you're not good. It's like, no, we don't. That's not what we're going to do.
If you don't listen, we're going to take you to Chief's office over there.
Yeah, we're going to help you if you need help. We're going to take mom to jail for saying that. But
That's right.
We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna help you. So.
Oh, I love it. You, sir, have been busy. Obviously, first and foremost, protecting everybody in West Liberty. And I want to ask, how did things go? You had the Muscatine County Fair Week, which I know is a big deal, brings a lot of people to town. How is that? Do you see an increase in business if you'll have it, or was it quiet?
Well, we have a lot of guests in our community, and it's a great deal for us. I personally love the events. I love it when people come to our town. They get to see the good things that we have going on in our community. We had that particular weekend. We also had an all-class reunion. So we had high school reunions going on. We had a concert in the park. We had our fair parade. We had I think a 5K that morning, and then it rolled right into Wednesday when the fair started. So it's just to me, I love it. Like I said, we've had RAGBRAI, we've had Hot Rod Power tour go through our town, and when anybody asks me, hey, can we do this event or should we? Yeah, bring it on.
Absolutely.
I love it. So.
I like that that's your attitude. So the fair, obviously a big deal, annual event. We just had a great picture of you, and I almost can think of the guy's name that walks around because he has this incredible accent.
Well, he's just, to me, I watch him on those. I can barely put on shoes with a half-inch heel.
Look at that.
And he has to, I bet there's a 4 foot. I mean, I'm a big dude, and he had to be 4 feet taller than me. So.
Easily. So that guy has been at the fair for years.
Fun guy,
years.
too. A lot of fun.
Super cool guy. Has all these different costumes that he wears, loves taking pictures with people. He can do like some cool balloon animal stuff.
He did, yeah.
So that's right? I mean, when you're in a community like West Liberty, you have a lot going on in your backyard. And again, the assumption can be, well, there's really not a lot happening in West Liberty, Iowa, and it's false. I mean, you mentioned the fair parade that leads up to the start of the fair. That's one of the bigger parades in the area. Hi, guys. It's absolutely huge, and again, it's nice to just have something constantly happening in your community.
Yeah, we had several thousand guests in town, and it gives us a chance to put our best foot forward as we would do anyway. But they can see our community and find out everything we have to offer. We have great places to eat. We've got cool businesses and shops downtown. It's a thriving community. It's a great little town.
So one of the things that you've done, Chief, over the last couple of years, something that I admire a lot, are the badges, the patches, the police patches for the West Liberty Police Department. And it's one thing to be involved in the community, but then for you're like chief of police, and you must have a master's in marketing. And right there on the screen, you can see these examples of the different patches. So we start with the first one that you did with respects to, obviously, the West Liberty Police Department one in the middle, right? So that's kind of like the
that's
phase
the first
one.
We had, yeah.
Phase one, if you'll have it. Then you decide to get involved and support folks that are dealing with breast cancer. You know that affects a lot of people. So you got a great looking pink patch up there. The Special Olympics one is just fantastic, right?
We had a lot of good, and that's coming up too. Cop on the Rooftop is coming up for Special Olympics. So we're always proud to support Special Olympics. I have officers that ride in the torch run, and I've actually been to the at Ames where they do the statewide
state games.
And it's cool. It's good stuff, and and all these patches we've done have been fundraisers as well, and we've done quite well in putting them out there. There's a lot of patch collectors out there, and people that are very interested in these patches. So it's a fun thing for us to do, and we're at it again. So
well, I'll tell you what, I think it's great. I want to mention the autism awareness one, which garnered Chief and everybody in West Liberty some national attention. CBS News picked it up amongst others, and it's about autism awareness first and foremost, raising money for the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. And then understanding that there are a lot of folks in Muscatine County, surrounding counties that are dealing and have kids or themselves diagnosed with autism, and this has touched a lot of people. All the patches are powerful, but this autism one really seemed to resonate.
That really took off.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of people that haven't been identified, but they are on the autism spectrum.
Sure.
They just haven't been diagnosed or identified yet. So it does affect a lot of people, and it's something as a first responder, any extra tool for our toolbox, if you will, anything we can do to learn more, to train more, to understand more, because when we deal with the person that has autism, they're not going to react the same as someone that does not have autism.
Correct.
So we need to be prepared for what we might be dealing with.
And then the newest addition to the West Liberty Police Department patch lineup.
We do.
We kind of saw it on the screen, and this is cool. So whether you knew that it would lead to another patch, you have a new officer, right? So Kean Brown.
Yeah, it all kind of came together, Tony. So we had planned, so out of my 6 full-time officers, 5 of the 6 officers are veterans. Okay. So and veterans are a unique crew anyway, because we give each other a hard time. Oh, you're in the Navy, oh, you're in Coast Guard, Air Force, whatever. And we throw jokes back and forth, and we have a good time with it, but it's a brotherhood and a sisterhood. We all have each other's backs. So 5 of my 6 officers are veterans. So we had planned on, and you see on the screen that we had planned on doing this military appreciation patch. And there's a lot going on in that patch. I can kind of explain it to you.
Yeah, please do. Let's keep it on the screen and let Chief walk us through it. It's
we did it in purple to recognize Purple Heart recipients, Purple Heart veterans, and actually August 7th coming up here is National Purple Heart Day.
Perfect.
So we hope to sell more patches on that day. We're going to keep these patches available and for sale through Veterans Day, which is November 11th.
That's
so
fantastic. We
we want to raise all the money we can for these patches. The proceeds on these patches, we're going to give half of it to Puppy Jake, which is for service dogs. They help get service dogs to veterans. The other half of the monies will go to the Patriot Guard riders.
Fantastic.
And those are the folks that always do the funeral escorts, and they're there to guard and honor at a funeral detail. So 2 very good organizations for the proceeds to go to. But on the patch, the purple represents for Purple Heart recipients. We have the battalion cross, it's called. It's where the boots and the rifle, the boots, the helmet, and the dog tags. That's kind of the symbol of when somebody passes in the line of duty. That's a memorial to them. Of course, we have the POW MIA flag represented. Each branch of the service is recognized. On the bottom, right below the branches of the service, right below the Iowa State flag, is a Gold Star, and that's for Gold Star families, somebody that lost someone in the line of duty. We also have the yellow ribbon, and that's always significant. Remember those that are deployed overseas. And then, of course, in the bottom in blood red, we wrote "Freedom is never free," and that's represent the blood that's spilled on the battlefield. So we all have the freedoms that we have today. So there's just a lot going on in the patch.
I was going to say, but it's just fantastic when you see it and you understand. Again, I'm sitting here thinking about my grandpa who served in World War II, his brother Tom who died in World War II. At my grandparents' house, they had the framed letter from Franklin Delano Roosevelt, former president, that they sent. And I feel like there was, I know what a Purple Heart looks like, but in the entryway of their house, there's a lot of stuff connected to when my grandpa lost his brother in World War II. They're both in the Navy, by the way. So, yeah, you can see the detail that goes into this. And one of the comments that I made to Chief Kinmuth before we started was, I'm just impressed, we have the technology, these machines that are going to make a patch like this. You said it yourself, there's a lot to go into this, and it just looks fantastic. The attention to detail.
It really pops out.
Wow.
And I have a friend that does these, and he does them. So when I tell him I'm doing a fundraiser or whatever, he'll either give them to me or give them to me at cost. So we don't have a lot of overhead involved in these. And these would cost us about $3 each to produce.
Wow.
And there's a lot of people that collect the patches. Actually, in a couple weeks, Senator Joni Ernst is going to stop by for a patch. She saw it, and she wants to get a patch, and she's a combat veteran as well.
I was going to say, she served.
And,
so again, for you, this makes sense. There's so many folks in this area. Muscatine County, very proud. Very much. A lot of patriotism, a lot of folks that have answered the call over the course of the years, I should add, and it's all represented right here. But this connection with your newest team member, Officer Kean Brown. So this is a story that I watched on KGAN News, and again, you always do a good job of alerting the media when you have stuff going on that is newsworthy, and Officer Brown's story is just that. So
it's an amazing story. So Kean, one of my officers met Kean a couple months ago. One of my officers lives in Lone Tree and was at the grocery store or whatever in town, and they saw this big dude with the service dog, and they started talking. And then he kind of was telling a little bit of the story, and he had mentioned he had always had an interest in law enforcement. And when my officer told me that, and he gave me a little background, Purple Heart, combat wounded, I'm like, I want to meet this kid. Irregardless if the policing thing works out, I want to meet him. And they brought him up to meet me, and he blew me away. His story, the whole, he's just had an amazing, he literally had died on the battlefield.
Oh my
they were
gosh.
air evacuating him out, and he flatlined from loss of blood. He
Oh my gosh.
died in the Black Hawk helicopter that was evacuating him. So his story is just amazing. He literally threw one of his team members out of the way and took the brunt of a RPG, which is a rocket-propelled grenade.
Jeez.
It just peppered him head to toe with shrapnel. He had a 50-cent sized hole in his hip.
Oh my gosh.
And he had his face was all jacked up. And
Wow.
just getting that fire hot metal out of his body, which he still carries a bunch of the metal with him. So his story is just amazing, and this is my America. This is the people I want out there and having my back and my officer's back. And we're pretty big dudes. He's bigger than both of us. We give him a hard time. He's a doorway. He could be your doorway. He's probably 6'6".
Holy moly.
Pushing 360.
That's
and he's not
great.
heavy.
No, he's solid.
He's a big, solid dude. And I said, if we get a bar fight, you're going in first. And we're going to make everybody run out the back of the bar.
So in a great story again from KGAN, CBS2, was it a thing, Chief, where Kean had considered law enforcement? Because again, I don't want people to. There's a lot of opportunities when you get out of the military. Not everybody goes into policing or fire or EMT, but I mean, it seems like he already literally put his life on the line.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to say it makes sense, but I mean, geez Louise, perfect scenario.
He's a natural servant, if you will, a public servant.
Sure.
He had served in the service. He had served and protected those folks in our country. And now he wants to serve some more, and this is his opportunity. And we'll see what it leads to, because the reserve officer is basically a volunteer. It's like a volunteer firefighter. We have volunteer police officers. So he's doing this for free. And maybe down the road it'll lead to full-time opportunities. So we'll see where it goes, but I wouldn't bet against him. He's just a really solid young man, and he's been through a lot, and we're here to support him. And he has his own service dog. We were talking earlier, the proceeds.
It's great.
The patches we're selling for $20 each, and the proceeds will go, half of the proceeds are going to go for things like this. So his service dog, it's a cool, his whole thing is a cool story.
So
his service dog is also a rescue dog. So they both are kind of rescuing each other. He got this pup at 8 weeks, and she looks a little, I guess giving him a hard time. She looks a little older, and she's only like 5 or 6, but she's got the gray muzzle going already and whatever, but she is so, those service dogs just
they're
are
so
such
smart,
cool dogs.
and they're empathetic, and it's like, it's unbelievable. And I just admire, again, we just had National Hire a Veteran Day a couple days ago, and Hy-Vee is a company, a lot of veterans in the store. Sometimes you don't even know it, right? But it's just, it's nice to know that you identify that with West Liberty, and already you referenced having officers on staff that had served, and then having Reserve Officer Brown. It just makes sense. I mean, we can always do a better job supporting people that are coming back from serving our country and giving them opportunities, because again, as it says in the bottom of this patch, freedom is never free, right? So there's literally people right now, I have cousins that are in the Navy as we speak, and in different branches of the military that are choosing to do what they're doing so that we can sit here in a grocery store on a talk show.
It's a volunteer. Right? It's all volunteer. And, a veteran, you'll see that slogan, a veteran is a person at one point in their life wrote a blank check payable to the United States of America up to including their life.
Sure.
So if somebody's willing to raise their hand and do that, and just like in this case with Kean, raise their hand and join our profession, God bless them. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what service life is all about.
It's great. There's a couple things I want to mention before we let you get out of here. You have an event coming up in West Liberty on Tuesday, the 6th, I believe it is. It's National Night Out. So admittedly, I kind of know what that means, but for the folks that are watching, and I'm assuming that this was something that, if you're outside of West Liberty, you can come to town.
Come on down. We're going to welcome anybody.
Okay.
So we have we have our friends at Casey's have donated like
Sure.
35 pizzas to us,
Awesome.
and we're going to feed the community. We're going to let them go swimming. We're going to knock down some piñatas. We're going to have just a
Love
nice. We're going to have some ice cream. We'll have a little ice cream with it, and it's just a night to get out, meet your first responders in a relaxed, laid-back atmosphere. Have a little fun with us. We're going to have some fun back. We'll probably have some squirt gun fights going, and we're going to just have a good time in the community. And we had, I think, 300 people there last year, so we expect a nice turnout. And and it isn't just West Liberty. We want anybody in the area, come on out. And we invited Nichols and Atalissa and their fire departments and police departments. So we want anybody available to come out and see us, and just get a chance to meet your neighbors, meet your police officers, and personalize or humanize what we do.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I say it all the time on the show, and that's exactly what it is, right? Choosing to work as a police officer, EMT, firefighter, but ultimately a person at the end of the day that has family or kids, animals, responsibilities, and you do the job and then you go home. So that's a great event, and if you're watching, definitely don't miss it. Next Tuesday. Wow,
you could even tell her to bring Pickles the rat or whatever.
Hamster, chief,
or
the rat.
I don't know what that thing was.
You just saw it was a hamster.
I don't know what it was. It was
That's hilarious.
It was a hybrid of some kind of beast. I don't know what it was.
I didn't want it. I got the text at work a couple weeks ago, and it was the live animal box thing, and I was like, what?
You should bring him on the show. You should have him, I don't know. Should
listen, we've had the
cheese
snakes
tester. You could have him test the cheese, and I don't know.
Yeah, you know hamsters and their affinity for cheese. What about at the...
Oh, it's a hamster, not a rat.
West Liberty Police Department. Would you like a mascot? Pickles?
Maybe what about Pickles,
Could
the
you
drug-sniffing squirrel or drug-sniffing hamster?
Drug-sniffing hamster.
We could get him a little pouch, a little vest.
Could you deputize...
Can we get a patch on him? Do you think the patch
yeah, I mean,
look,
I mean, the patch is almost as big as he is.
I think we could run with this idea, Tony. We might be able to do something with...
if you want to deputize
we might be able to borrow him for a day.
Pickles,
Can we borrow him for a day?
Yes, you can. Now listen, he's an escape artist.
I'll swear him in. And can you raise his right? I don't know. What are they, paws?
I think we're just a paw or a leg. I don't know. Look at that. He is. Yeah,
that's not a rat. That's a rat.
I don't.
I've ever seen
listen,
a rat. That's a rat.
I didn't want the hamster.
Well,
you have kids. You probably have dealt with
it's
the
a
surprise
hamster,
animal.
Tony. It looks
Are
like
you
a
trying
hamster.
to tell me that you've never had a surprise animal in
I'm
your
telling you
house?
that thing needs a DNA test because I don't think it's a hamster.
All right.
So.
I just want to keep it away from some toxic ooze so it doesn't learn karate and then teach a bunch of turtles. That's a Ninja Turtles reference. But you never had a surprise animal come home in your life.
I've got 4 rescue dogs. So fortunately or unfortunately, I've got...
That's okay. The dogs are good. I'm saying, like, you never came home and there was a cat. Like, one day I was at the radio station. I came home and there was a cat looking at me. And I was like, what is this cat doing here? Or a fish. A fish is fine. They just do their thing. We had a fish for 5 years. I didn't
Ours
even
was
realize
frogs. My son was frogs.
Okay.
We had frogs all over the house. So.
Frogs.
So.
Okay.
Is that Pickles the cat?
No, I don't have a cat. I refuse. I wanted a corgi.
You should let them play together.
No, we don't want. See, that's the problem. The dog. I already have a dog. I got the Puggle, and
okay.
If you want a dog and a hamster, I can make you a pretty good deal.
I do. I think we'll work something out down the road, and we'll take the hamster for a day.
Yeah, just one day.
And I'm not sure it's a hamster, but whatever we'll call it.
Put him in the back of the squad car. Yeah. Last but not least, unbelievable season for West Liberty Comet softball.
Oh,
how about it? First time going to state. You know, there was a great.
They killed it. They just killed it.
You had a screenshot of a text message that must have been between you and somebody from the fire department about a police escort and a fire escort after they got qualified for state. I just love that there's that kind of support, and we're seeing some great pictures of West Liberty softball. Coach Libby and most of the team was on this show.
It's been a great year in West Liberty athletics in general. Our softball, our soccer, our football. And regardless of that, our FFA, our fine arts, we got some great stuff going on in our community. And you mentioned I had a little text message interaction with one of the firefighters. He says, hey, do you mind if we ran the girls around town? And I said, no, make all the noise you can. That's a good day. I'll take the heat for that because it's kind of funny. It goes back to our football team. They went to state this year, and they didn't get home till about 11 o'clock. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to make a little noise at 11 o'clock. And we brought him in, and I took a very little bit of heat. But it's like I took probably 95% positive and about 5% grumbly. There's always those folks that'll complain if their ice cream's too cold or if there's something to get in their way. And so no, we enjoy making a little noise and celebrating successes.
Well, listen, you have to, right? And West Liberty is a very proud community, and
there's our soccer guys. They had a heck of a season too, and we just got some good stuff going on in our community. So
great
very
schools.
proud of it.
I mean, yeah, you're right, 100%. It's a thriving downtown and great place to be for sure. And being able to talk to you on this show and share the story of these wonderful patches that are raising money again for such great and worthy organizations supporting veterans and service dogs and autism awareness and Special Olympics and breast cancer. I mean, it's just great. And I know for folks watching, it's just maybe a subtle gesture, but it can really go a long way. And then, we're going to be coming up into one of your favorite times of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
With
Christmas
the Shop
season.
with the Cop, right?
We have Shop with the Cop coming up. We're going to be doing we're going to launder some money, Tony. We're going to
right. I forgot about the money laundering.
We do a little money laundering in West Liberty. I don't know if you want any details on that, but we can just leave it.
That's cool.
Leave it as a tease for next time.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's always busy. I love, again, seeing the pictures, officers stopping by, lemonade stands, and it's impressive to me to see, that there's so much going on in West Liberty. And I hope that if you're watching this, folks, bring the family out. Of course, we have to find a picture with donuts.
I'm surprised there's not one in my mouth. Usually when there's a donut in range, I'm right on it.
It's amazing. Again, you've been on the show I don't know how many times now, and I don't know if we've ever presented you with. We could take the West Liberty
we could do a
donut patch. Yeah,
I'm going with this.
Yeah,
the wheels are turning.
We got some talented designers back
Christmas/donut patch.
Okay.
And sprinkles and You know
I
what?
I got a new boss. He's up for anything.
Well, my wheels
and
are
he's
turning.
not here today, so we can just set something up.
We could even throw a Hy-Vee plug on there somewhere. Maybe.
No. I would just like to. I think a donut. I mean, whether it's a stereotype or not,
I have thought about doing a Christmas patch.
Patch. There you go.
The donut thing, I like it. I don't have a. That would. Oh, like I said, my guy could probably.
Yeah.
We could. I like that Cheerios one too. That would be a good one too. Maybe a colorful.
I'm not going to lie to you people. Cheerios. I had 2 donuts yesterday here at work. All right.
They're good.
I had a Long John and then I had this cherry one.
It's just good I don't work here. It's just good.
It's very tough. Let me tell you. It's tough.
I'd be killing it every day.
All right. What's the easiest way, Chief, for somebody to pick up the newest addition to the West Liberty Police Department patch? Do you have you should patches for a cause? I don't know. You ever have a name for it like that?
I wish if I was more tech savvy, Tony, I'd have it online where they could get.
You're tech
pay
savvy.
For it on. I need some pay for it online thing, but
they can pay for it at the department.
They can stop in the police department 8 to 4 Monday through Friday.
Perfect.
They're $20 each.
Okay.
All 100%. All proceeds.
Yeah.
Will go to the causes we mentioned earlier. And,
that's what's impressive about this again, right? I mean, you think about where it's going. And recognizing our servicemen and women, and of course remembering those that made the ultimate sacrifice, right? It's a great way to show your support, and I as I said a couple of times ago, I can't wait to see what you do next, and you keep up in the ante, and again, it's all for a good cause.
Yeah,
right?
and pretty soon somebody's giving me a hard time. We're going to start looking like a NASCAR driver. We got all the
you're going to run out of space.
Things, but,
you know what? If you're helping out a good cause, who cares?
That's good stuff.
Right?
Yeah, I'm absolutely all for it. Hey, you throw I might run with this donut thing.
I don't want it to be
my wheels are turning.
I don't want to be the guy that was suggested a donut patch.
I've seen donut cars. I've seen cops put a donut sticker on their car.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So maybe a sticker.
I literally thought we could make a donut that had like the West Liberty.
Oh, a donut shaped.
Yes.
Or what about a Long John shape?
That's fine. Whatever size you want.
Or what about a Long John crossed over with the donut?
That's perfect. We can do it.
That'd be like a seal almost.
We can do whatever makes sense. Okay, yeah, I'm just looking at some comments on Facebook. Yep, a lot of people supporting the Comet softball team, and yeah, I tell you what, that was a great picture. Also, by the way, you get called Mr. Incredible often. You have a Mr. Incredible chief in your office. It's obvious, right?
We have so the kids. So I've morphed from. I used to think I looked like Brock Lesnar, but that was a few pounds ago and a little bigger ago, and a little more buzzed hair.
Yeah.
And then so that's gone, and now I got the dad. Now I'm the Mr. Incredible.
I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, he's got a little thinner waist than mine. He's got a lot more going on and a little thinner waist. So.
And Mr. Incredible's got like a 54-inch chest and a 28-inch waist somehow.
Tiny. Yeah, it's tiny.
I appreciate everything that you're doing. At the end of the day, it's about keeping your community safe, and you and your officers do an incredible job. And what a great story with the newest member of the team, Reserve Officer Kean Brown, and his story is inspiring. And again, the pictures, and you'd be hard tasked to find a police department. Great shot right there. A police department's Facebook page that is more active than yours. You got almost 16,000 likes. And it's all good stuff. I've never seen anything negative.
Well, we try to stay positive. You can go anywhere and find the doom and gloom of the world.
Yep.
So we try to, occasionally, we have to put some things out there that aren't pleasant, but for the most part, we like to talk about the positive or the good stuff, because there's so much good stuff in the world that it gets lost with all the, the first 5 minutes of every news program you watch is just like, it just wears you out.
Yeah.
And so I like it where we're putting out there, let's talk about some happy, goofy.
Yeah.
I'm like the goofy uncle, or, that's how we want to be looked at. We are,
Sure.
When it's time to get down to business, yes, we'll absolutely do that.
Sure.
But we like to just stay engaged and involved with our community members.
Well, it makes sense, because you see all these pictures with the kids, the young people, they're the future, and you want them to have a a good understanding.
And like
and
they were selling
relationship.
cookies. I mean, how can I walk past that or drive past that?
Apparently, every street in West Liberty, they just have bake sales
There's
every
hustlers.
day.
They hustle in our town. They do. They know a sucker when they see one.
Well, yeah, it's hard to drive past. You just must have like a little thing of cash in the
I
car.
do. I do keep.
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy that doesn't have a few. But this looks brutal. I remember the bacon soda. You don't sell that, do you?
No. But I was gonna say you found something that you didn't like.
That was horrifying.
Right?
Yeah,
bacon
that was bad.
soda.
And it tasted like.
Yeah.
Ugh, bacon grease. Something.
I interviewed a guy that created bacon-scented deodorant when I was on the radio station a couple years ago, and they sent me one, and it smelled terrible. It's a novelty thing, right? That's what that should be. Like, nobody should ever. But you took one for the team.
You see how much is gone from there, and that's how much it stayed gone.
Yeah.
Because they use beets or something to get the taste.
Oh,
I don't know how they use beets to get the taste.
I don't like beets.
Maybe we should bring that little rat around, and he could try the bacon
hamster.
soda.
Pickles the hamster.
Pickles the
okay,
hamster.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, West Liberty Police Chief Kerry Kinman, thanks for being on the show. Thanks for all you do. Tell everybody we said hi. I feel like I see Kim in here all the time, which is great.
Yep.
And I appreciate it. You're always a good friend of ours in the show. And
it's always a pleasure to come out.
Whatever we can do for the folks in West Liberty. Again, and for everybody watching, August 6th, get to West Liberty for National Night Out. Over 300 people last year. Let's get that up to 500. I don't know if you can handle 500 people.
Bring it on. We will make more pizza.
There you go. Right. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have a great weekend, sir. Thank you.
My pleasure, Tony.
There you go. There's details on the screen right there. Get to West Liberty for National Night Out with the police department. Well, as we're sitting here on the 2nd of August, it's National Watermelon Day. We started the show at the CBI Bank and Trust Aisle Cam showing you some ice cream in the frozen department. It's National Ice Cream Sandwich Day, which is awesome, right? I mean, if you want to beat the heat, that's a great way to do it. It's International Beer Day, so you have a beer. I found a beer in my basement fridge last night that I didn't even know I had. Maybe it was a gift. Maybe somebody brought me a beer. It was 10.2%. I took 2 sips and I was like, I'm good. It's Thursday. So, but, it was nice. It's also National Water Balloon Day and National Coloring Book Day. So there's a lot of ways we could go with the Toyota Muscatine Car Cam. Thanks, Chief. Steve, I don't even know, what's our, you know what, let's do a little camera inception here. So if Steve goes straight, like all the way through aisle 16 towards the frozen section, we'll just take a stroll past all those ice cream sandwiches, because we've got the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam there. We've got the Toyota Muscatine. You think it fell over? Oh no, can we cut to it? What's happening? It's falling over. Stand by, folks. Steve, you keep going, pal. We're gonna see if the the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam has been bumped. All right, so Steve, when you head over that way, if you can tilt that aisle cam up, that would be awesome. Meanwhile, here's that Toyota Muscatine Car Cam. It's Friday, the 2nd of August. So great talking to West Liberty Police Chief Kerry Kinmuth. Honestly, one of the best guys around, and I applaud all their efforts. That is for sure. You can see kind of the dog aisle, the pet aisle, some cleaning supplies. Yeah, go straight right down that one, pal. That'll get you there. Or, yeah, that's good. I was going to say, I've always made a deal with Mike Snook, who is one aisle over on a little step stool. We can't put him on the show, so we've stayed the course there. All right, so we've got the Toyota Muscatine Car Cam. Celebrate National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. I'm telling you, it's going to be 91 or 92 on Sunday, I saw. A lot of folks going up to Davenport for the Mississippi Valley Fair. I'm on the fence. Like, Brad Paisley plays Sunday night. Tonight is Tesla. Tomorrow's Nickelback. I like Brad Paisley. I've seen him a couple times. I've seen Nickelback. I've seen Tesla. Not that I don't want to not see him, but if anybody's got a fun card and you don't want to use it for Sunday, let me know. My wife could care less. Like, she does not want to go. All right, so we had a little cart cam inception and the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, which got a little bump, it looks like. Oh, that's why, because we got boxes and boxes of deliciousness being set in the case, as you can see. I mean, that's a lot of work for Dave Solomon and Chris Albright and everybody in the frozen department. They got a lot on their plate, literally. All right, so some cauliflower pizza, it looks like, as well. So, Steve, if you see the aisle cam, if you could adjust it, that would be awesome. He did it. Look at that. That was pretty quick. So there you go. A nice little side-by-side. Our friends with CBI Bank and Trust and the aisle cam and the Toyota Muscatine Car Cam there's Steve right there. National Ice Cream Sandwich Day is definitely worth celebrating. And, of course, just as with National Watermelon Day, right? We definitely know some local growers in Muscatine County that are going to be growing some watermelon and some muskmelon, if you'll have it, which is essentially cantaloupe, right? That's the consensus, that muskmelon is cantaloupe, right? Somebody tried to tell me that it was different. And I'm like, I feel like it's a cantaloupe. It's delicious. Homegrown stuff is awesome. Big fan. And if you need any type of ice cream sandwiches, we've got 500 varieties here at the store. All right, very good. So I'm going to mention a couple of things. A shout out to Lieutenant Greg Bach with the Salvation Army. Just joined in the stream. You know, we had Lieutenant Greg Bach here yesterday, Police Chief Kerry Kinmouth here this morning, and both good guys. And don't forget, tomorrow, 9 a.m., you can help with some flood cleanup. Salvation Army, United Way of Muscatine, Rebuilding Together Muscatine County. There's Lieutenant Bach and his wife, Liz. They're new in town, been here over a month, leading the Salvation Army and doing an excellent job. It's just ironic that we had Lieutenant Bach here yesterday. I talked about Frank Iliff with Rebuilding Together, and then I saw Frank and his wife in the store. So that's the flood cleanup tomorrow, 9 a.m. Maybe this is the new move. I hold my pen like this. It feels very professional. I feel very newsy, very news person. I hold my pen like this. What if I hold it like this, and I do a little political point, and I do this move? What do I do with this? I take notes when I'm talking to my guests. Try not to forget things. Little note sheet. So, yeah, help out with the flood cleanup if you're able to. That's great. And don't forget, tonight, shameless plug, Lieutenant Bach would want me to tell you, the free family movie night at the Salvation Army. They're showing 2 different movies. It's free at the Salvation Army, 1000 South Oregon Street here in Muscatine. Not too far from Musser Park, right across the street, and conveniently located near Land of Oz. Free movie night at Salvation Army. They've got a movie theater style popcorn and a lot of fun to be had. That is for sure. All right. What else is going on this weekend? I'm trying to think. I don't really have anything personally. It's going to be kind of quiet. Playing some tunes later on tonight. You can find out where I'll be on my Facebook page if you want to check that out. This fuel saver in the store. All right, y'all, listen. I'm telling you, you don't have to pay full price at the gas pump. Don't do it. Why would you? Get your fuel saver card. Come to Hy-Vee. And if we just do some basic math, so you spend $50, 25 cents off per gallon. But you're going to be the shopper that's like, oh, I don't want 25 cents off per gallon. Tony, I want 75 cents off per gallon. 2 ways you can do it. You can spend $150 and boom, we'll put 75 cents on your fuel saver just like that. Easy breezy. Or you could hit that $50 mark, get that 25 cents, and then you shop around the store and you see things. I mean, just to my right, I can see 2 different types of seasonings that have fuel savers on them. There are thousands of items in the store already with fuel savers on them. You'll easily save, I'm going to just say it, over 25 cents, even with just one little cart full of stuff. I mean, it's just a great deal. I love, personally, I work here, but even before I worked here, I love saving money on the fuel saver. And why wouldn't you do it? It's absolutely great. And if you're going to grill this weekend, there's sometimes even fuel savers in the meat department and the seafood department. So wonderful, right? Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that's good. The fuel saver for 2 days, Friday, Saturday, okay? Today and tomorrow, 2nd and 3rd, and then it's over. So don't miss it, okay? I'm realizing that Police Chief Kerry Kinmouth left me one of their brand new West Liberty Police Department patches recognized in the military. I have these in my office. Hey, Junior. I got the autism one and the Special Olympics one and the breast cancer one upstairs in the office, and I'll put this right up there. Thank you, Chief. That's great. Really nice. Okay, a couple things to mention before we get to the team staffing job board. Lunch and dinner. What are you doing? How about $6 all-you-can-eat Hy-Vee Chinese? Did you hear what I said? $6. I think I have $6 in my pocket. Hold on. Let me see. I normally don't have cash. What do I got? I got a 10. I got a 1. I got a 1. Okay, so I mean I have $6 because I got 10. But just think about it this way. How about this? Look, I'm not good at math, right? And I'm not a prop comic. But right here, this is $12. You can see. For $12, you and a friend, you and a significant other could have all you could eat Hy-Vee Chinese. And then, if you added $2 more, you could have a fountain drink. So for $14, you could have dinner or lunch. That's pretty awesome. I mean, you show me somewhere else in town where you can... Ooh, I didn't put my credit card back in my slot thing. Hang on. You show me someplace else in town where you could go for an all-you-can-eat buffet for under $15 when you include a drink. Maybe $15 with tax. I didn't promise you I was a tax expert. But, I mean, $6, all you can eat Hy-Vee Chinese. That includes the appetizers. So as I've been jokingly saying on the show, if you want a plate of just egg rolls and crab rangoon, have at it, boo-boo. You do you. We spent like a couple hours yesterday in the Market Grill Express. I have a cool walkie-talkie now. I meant to show the chief this. Chief, do you need me? I don't think we're on the same frequency. But we spent a couple hours yesterday in the Market Grill Express literally resetting the layout. We moved almost every booth and table and kind of giving it a fresh look and feel. So come into the store. The Hy-Vee Chinese all-you-can-eat deal is dine-in only. It's awesome. And then, yeah, if you don't want to worry about, like, I don't know, talking to somebody, you can order on your phone with the Market Grill app. It's free. I mean, I like talking to people, but I used the app the other day, and it was awesome. It totally worked. Couple presses of a button, you can check out the new appetizers that are on there, like those cheese curds. Oh my gosh, those cheese curds. Let me just tell you, the picture doesn't even do justice to how good they are, because they're the Ellsworth cheese curds. The toasted ravioli, haven't tried those yet. They look good though. And yeah, so download the Market Grill app, put it on your phone, and Mike Snook just dancing in the background on a step stool. Download it on your phone and eat well. And the best part is we'll bring it out to your car if you want to. So that's nice. That's a nice little touch there. Okay. Yeah, we could talk about this. You know, one of the things that we were working on in the store, new program, Red, the down price arrow is back. A great opportunity to have you easily identify when something is cheaper in the store. You can see right there, look, there's red. Yep, there is red. Perfect. That's great. You can see an example of a fuel saver. Red's right there, and then even a little low price shout out. So when you see red, the down arrow, as seen on that seasoning, that Kalma's seasoning, that's awesome. Price declines, better than ever. Look for red, and you're good to go. Same thing with the low price lockdown. Price locked in at that point, throwing away the key, and if it does go lower, we'll lower it. But for now, it is locked and loaded and ready to go throughout the store. Last but not least, aisles online. Shopping from home, grocery shopping online seems to be a wave of the future. People enjoy using the service. They like having groceries delivered. We have a pickup location. We meet folks twice a week in Wapello. That just continues to grow, and we're looking at adding another pickup location, maybe on the Illinois side. We'll see. But this is awesome. So the app just rolled out about a week and a half ago. It's free. Put it on your iPhone, Android device. Download the Hy-Vee Aisles Online app. Shop from your home. Shop in your socks. Couldn't be more convenient. It's just great. I can't say enough about it. The folks that work Aisles Online, they're all here right now just taking care of orders for customers, whether they're going to pick them up or deliver them. It's a good group of people, and we appreciate their efforts. I want to say hi to my friend Donna that watches this show on TV. I think she watches it. I don't know if she's watching us live on Channel 5, but Donna definitely watches in the evenings, and Donna is great. So thank you for watching, Donna. We appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody that checks this show out. That's for sure. Okay, Team Staffing Job Board. Those guys and gals, 109 Lake Park Boulevard, they have opportunities abound. Maybe I need to hold the pen. Maybe it'll take me more seriously if I have the pen. Team Staffing. I'm just going to say, at this very moment, the Team Staffing people, how many job openings do they have? Well, let me just make a crude drawing to indicate just how many jobs they have available at Team Staffing, because it's more than likely 100 plus. They've got 100 or more jobs at Team Staffing Solutions. You can go in and see them. Again, their office across from Happy Joe's, 109 Lake Park Boulevard. You can call them. We do the job board on the show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and there's always phone numbers on there, but walk-ins are welcome at the same time. So if it's a matter of you wanting that job and you want to get over there in person and take care of it, go ahead. This is Mary. She's looking for data entry folks, now hiring, $10 an hour, 8 to 5. Get a hold of Mary, 563-316-7634, or careers@teamssi.com. What else is on the job board? Production labor. Brooke McCullough, this is first and second shift, $11.55 an hour, 563-316-7636. Brooke will take good care of you. We like Brooke. She comes on the show. She does a good job. She's always a lot of fun. And she loves Aisles Online. So thanks, Brooke. It's just marvelous of you. And last but not least on the job board is warehouse. Yes, now hiring warehouse cleaner. It's third shift, so you work that third shift. You like third shift, you're looking for an opportunity. Jenny has it 563-316-7635, or again, careers at teamssi.com. West Liberty Police Chief Kerry Kinmouth and his entire department do an excellent job. Of course, first and foremost, their role is keeping everybody safe. I understand that. The West Liberty Police Department wants everybody that lives there, works there, to feel safe. That's what they do. But they also do an excellent job giving back. Fundraising patches available, including this brand new one, recognizing our military, our servicemen and women. This is absolutely fantastic. I encourage you to pick one up, $20. All the proceeds go towards, they're splitting it up for this. There's a organization that helps with service dogs, and then there's the Patriot Riders that show up for funerals of servicemen and women. So you can pick up a patch. This one is the brand new one. We talked about the newest member of the West Liberty Police Department. That's Reserve Officer Kean Brown, who proudly served his country and has a service dog. It's a really great story. You can always learn more on the West Liberty Police Department Facebook page, or go to West Liberty on Tuesday, August 6th, for their event that they have. That'll be a lot of fun, right? They're expecting a lot of people. West Liberty Police Department National Night Out. Some fun to be had. Looks like at Kimberly Park from 5 till 7. You can do some swimming. They're going to have some food. And, yeah, I mean, Chief told you that they had 300-plus people last year, so this will be a good time for sure. All right, I think I've covered everything on my list. National Watermelon Day, National Ice Cream Sandwich Day, International Beer Day, Water Balloon Day, and Coloring Book Day. Wow, I mean, I'll tell you what. At my house, we've almost got all of that, right? I mean, I think we have everything that I mentioned. Maybe some international beer, but definitely the water balloons in the garage. I keep finding those packets of the bunch of balloons. You hook it up to the hose, and it fills up like 50 water balloons at once. We should have thought of that idea. I mean, that's another one of those $1 million ideas. Let's all put our heads together and come up with the next $1 million idea so we can all retire and stop working immediately, right? What will it be? Okay, so we've come to the end of the week. Friday, last show until Monday. We will have 2 sets of guests on Monday. So we'll start off Monday talking, which is August 5th, talking to Corey Doffelt and his niece, Abby Haller. There is a Hayden Doffelt Memorial Blood Drive coming up on Tuesday, August 6th at the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center, literally right next door to us. That'll be a great story, and August 6th also will be the 2nd anniversary of Hayden Doffelt's passing. Hayden's story touched a lot of people in and around Muscatine, and Abby put together this blood drive in Hayden's honor, and we'll talk to Corey Doffelt and Abby Haller. Monday, also on the show Monday, our good friend Charla Schaefer with the Community Foundation of Greater Muscatine will be here. There's a grant writing event going on in conjunction with Shane Orr and the United Way of Muscatine. We'll get you all the details on that. And we've got just another great week of guests, so that'll be a lot of fun. So thank you for watching Hy-Vee Today. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota of Muscatine, and Team Staffing for their continued support. And thanks to y'all for tuning in. Again, whether you watch us live on Facebook, like the folks that have been with us, I can see them on my phone, or if you check us out on YouTube, maybe Twitter is your spot. Maybe you've got the Roku device and you downloaded the Boxcast app and you watch it on your TV. You can do the same thing with Muscatine Power and Water Cable Channel 5, live at 8:30 a.m. or weeknights at 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. Looking forward to a couple of things. I mentioned we're going to change the location of this show. We're going to put it inside the Market Grill Express. We'll have a fresh approach, and I don't know, maybe just a couple different features I can work in as well to that. So that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be coming up in probably the next week or two. I have a week off coming up, but we'll definitely roll that out. And, we hope that you come to the store for everything you need this weekend and you beat the heat, because it is going to warm up a little bit. Can you believe it? August 2nd already. Just like that, you blink, and summer's getting close. And I don't want to say it being over, because there's a lot of summer left and there's a lot of great events left, and we'll keep talking all about them. Illinois City Firemen's Festival is coming up, and so a lot to cover, and we'll get to it. So thank you for watching and all the support. We truly appreciate it. And then again, thanks to our guest today, West Liberty Police Chief Kerry Kinmouth, talking about their newest patch, supporting a good cause, and all the good work that they're doing in West Liberty. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday at 8:30. That's it for today. Bye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.